Hey everyone, bloodmako here, and this is my Lufenia video for the new chapter that was just released, chapter 3 act 2? Sorry, chapter 3 act 4 part 2. Yeah, so I'm just gonna call it VV's event, and well, let's begin. I didn't pull for what's her name? Crap, I can't remember. So basically one of the FF11, I like to say. Yeah, 11. Let's see her name. Wait, do they not put her name? Oh man. The girl with the puppets. I really can't remember her name. She always comes out at a really bad time where I wouldn't say I really like her kid, but she is pretty interesting. But she's so close to 80+ that I do not want to, really try and waste waste more of my resources trying to get her. And knowing my luck is probably going to take a lot of my tickets, or like I have to pity with gem. So yeah, I'd rather not do it. I'd rather not try at all and just pull in. I think she does come out again. Don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly sure when, but yeah. So coming back to the fight itself, the first wave just kill them. They didn't even get a turn with Noctis LD active, so just kill them. And I don't really know any of their mechanics, to be honest. Oh, they inflict sleep and deal fire damage, and yeah, that's it. So on to the next one. This I believe they're called Tiamat. Yeah, Tiamat. So they're really annoying. Okay, so as you can see, I managed to come in immediately with VV's Embers of Darkness active. So basically I just get one free attack off. If not, then these bosses, they will buff themselves. They'll gain, they'll have a brave gain, and then their defenses will also skyrocket until you break them. So the good thing about that is, well, the good thing about VV being in this party is that his Embers of Darkness actually ignores defense, so you don't have to worry about not breaking them if you're running VV in your party. I'm also sure that you guys remember Tiamat. They are super annoying, and they are somewhat HP spammy in the sense that every, I believe, alternate or every few turns they will actually use quite painful AoE HP attack. And seeing as they are also VV's boss, he is synergy here. The issue would be how quickly our health will decrease. Because you'll be spamming a lot of his follow-up attacks, whether you want to or not. So yeah, which is why I brought apparently my favorite healer, Horom. She grunts as usual, passive regen, and also burst healing, along with HP reduction damage. So yeah, that is really why I kind of brought her in the party. She is basically my healer and my support, and all kinds of good stuff basically. And Noctis, I'm trying to see how far I can go with Noctis. I might not do it for Lufenia Plus. I mean, I like the game, but I don't want to go crazy over it, So yeah, this might be my last one until he gets a rework. But yeah, you saw them doing their lightning attack. That is basically I can't remember what's it called, Thunderbolt. I believe it's called Thunderbolt Plus, and apparently it stuns. They stun VV, and I had no way of getting rid of it. So well, I was thinking that maybe the LD buff might allow him to still stay in the rotation, because I was actually ready to burst at this point of the fight, but no luck. VV just passed his turn basically with the LD buff still active, so I kind of wasted one turn of the LD buff. And another thing that I noticed is that they also can be confused. In fact, they have no resistance to anything other than sleep, so don't bring Edward. And their op count is, their op is to deal fire brave damage and at least 150,000. Wait, am I counting that right? 10, 100,000, 10,000, yeah, 150,000 HP damage in a single turn So it sounds like a lot, but most of our characters right now have either a stupid amount of brave gain in between their attacks, or they just hit super hard. You know, they how should I put it this way? They hit so hard that the defenses don't really matter. Okay, so there are a few ways to deal with this. Basically, alright, here's actually one of the very important part of the fight. VV broke, and he went once, and he went again. I was really surprised there because if he had done a HP attack, VV wouldn't have died, but he would definitely be in the danger zone. You know what I mean? Because of how much brave the boss had. In fact, the only reason why I think he didn't do a HP attack is because he will not kill, and that's thanks to Porom. You know, Porom saving the day again. Whether she knew that she did or not, yeah, you know, that's another thing. But hey, she saved the game. She saved the day. So coming back to what I was saying, op count, 150,000 damage. I'm actually not sure if the developers accidentally added it. Yeah, it should be 150 damage, yeah. 150k damage. So, one way is to very obviously just bring VV in. He is more than enough to deal with the orb by himself, with all his follow-up attacks and stuff. Another way is to actually enchant. You can just bring someone, you know, another support, someone like Ignis. I'm pretty sure, yeah, his Sagefire I believe enchants the party. If not, then his core enchants, so that is another way. And if not, I believe you can bring someone like Jet. He does fire damage. Who else? Bring an Ifrit summon. You know, pop it when the op count is getting too low. So Ignis summon, Ifrit. Maybe a VV call, you know, something like that. I'm not sure whether a VV call would be able to do that much damage, and I'm also not sure whether a VV call enchants. But yeah, if not, you can also bring someone like Vincent. I believe if he's LD active, he should be able to deal that much damage. And that's all the people I can think of that does fire damage off the top of my head. Actually, I'm not exactly sure whether Vincent's follow-up attack will count as a fire attack, because it might be non-elemental. But yeah, I believe at one point of the fight, the bosses actually wiped out my buff. In fact, it was a few turns before I burst. So that's something to take note, because I don't remember that being as one of their mechanics, because they actually remove all buffs, including the frame ones. So you might not want to let them take too many turns to the point where they actually wiped out your buff. I'm not exactly sure why they actually wiped out my buff, because they were constantly broken. There was no auras active on them. So yeah, I think it's just one of the mechanics of the fight. Another very simple way of dealing with this fight is to basically bring an Ignis core, put it on Yang, whatever you like call him, run the Terra combo as usual. You know, then there you go. Yang with Ignis Enchant will always give Terra a fire element, and he does his follow-up attacks as well. I'm not sure whether it counts as one turn, but Terra alone should be able to deal that much damage. You know, the 150k shouldn't be an issue for her. So yeah, that is a very, very simple way of dealing with it. If not, you can, you know, run something like mine. I don't know why you will put Noctis in your team unless you really like him as like me, like myself, you know. But if not, you can get a XDev friend, and you know, just do the usual boss never takes a turn, XDev burst effect just keeps triggering and triggering and triggering until one of them dies or both of them dies, you know, something like that. But here's the interesting part of the fight. At 29%, the bosses actually put a HP damage shield, and that will actually be an issue increasing the op count, because you have to deal 150k damage in terms of HP damage. So if you hit the shield, it will not count towards the op, or rather increasing the op. So I would say, if you can, save your summon for when they put up the shield, so that you can do, first of all, maximum damage to the shield in the summon, and also you will not cause the op to decrease, so that you have ample time. Something interesting is that it becomes immune to certain HP damage. So people like XDev with his burst, he actually goes through. launchers also, like if they take damage in the air, which I found out later on, the damage actually goes through. So you're probably gonna see a few launch comms here and there. And I believe that's it because yep, 0. There we go. Porum's follow-up attack, Noctis follow-up attack. I have not tested with Vivi's follow-up attack, but I'm pretty sure it will have the same effect. It will not cause the boss to take damage with the shield, the HP damage up. So apparently the only thing that goes through it is Excess Burst and launches. That's it. And that's pretty much it. That's it for the fight. You know, I never let them take another turn after that. I played around with the turn order and turn manipulation. Oh, that's a hard word. Turn manipulation with Noctis pretty soon actually. And because I wanted Vivi to come back in just in case B goes, so that I don't have to worry about healing X death. I mean the HP threshold is actually pretty generous, but yeah, I'd rather not take any HP damage if possible. So I wanted Vivi to come in so that it'll be easier to heal with Porum instead of X death. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the fight. And now with Lufenia Plus coming up, I will not be uploading any more Lufenia, like the normal Lufenia. I'll probably just upload the Lufenia Plus if I can clear. That's a very big if, right? But yeah, if I'm able to clear it, I'll upload the Lufenia Plus version of it. And yeah, really looking forward to Zidane. Just finished the story, as you can tell from the Lufenia fight. But yeah, finish the story. It's a really nice layup to when Zidane actually becomes strong again, right? But yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll chase his burst. I'm not sure whether I want to immediately you know, gem or token his burst. But I have a feeling that I will. FF9 was the few. In fact, it was the very first Final Fantasy that I actually played. I've never completed it. I've finished watching it, but I've never actually completed it. I was too young then. I'm pretty sure I was like primary school. So yeah, I was like, for those of you who don't know what's primary school, I was like between the age of 9 and 12. Wait, 7 and 12, yeah. So yeah, the earliest memory I had of any FF was Vivi. He was so iconic then for me. But yeah, never finished it. I don't think I'll play it until the remake comes out. But yeah, FF9 is definitely special to me. You know, so there is a very high chance that I'll just go for the burst when Zidane comes out. But yeah, guys, that's it. Not a particularly difficult fight. We have overpowered team comps at this point. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully will be Zidane's pool video.